Finally tonight, on the American agenda, growing old in America and how frightening a prospect it is for some people. When you ask older Americans what is their biggest fear, the answer you most often hear is ending up in a nursing home. It is particularly terrifying for 9 million Americans who live by themselves, who are even less able to take care of themselves as time goes on. We've put this on the agenda because in Spokane, Washington, there is someone to watch over them. Our agenda reporter is Judy Muller.
Yeah. If you're in on anything, look out.
Pamela is 82 and suffers from dementia.
If you're in on this and he's doing something that he shouldn't.
She has no family, except for the stuffed animals she calls her children.
We'll get even.
Pamela, like 1/3 of all elderly, lives alone. And she is among the 15% who suffer from mental disorders, such as dementia, depression, and Alzheimer's.
They're hidden away, they're suspicious, they're fearful, they're anxious, they're depressed, they're everything but ready to say, hey, I need help. If we don't know who these people are, what can we do?
Ray Raschko is the founder of a simple but innovative program in Spokane, which is designed to identify the elderly most in need of help.
You may see it in their behavior, you may see it in how their dress and how they
The
take care of
program
themselves.
recruits people whose work brings them in regular contact with the elderly. Telephone installers, bank tellers, apartment managers. It trains them to become what they call gatekeepers, to look for signs of trouble. The goal is to keep the elderly out of institutions and in their own homes.
Unless older people have somebody who cares enough, they just sit there until eventually you can smell them or their behavior is so bad that they get put away someplace.
The gatekeepers learn to look for warnings of change.
Mail piling up, newspapers on the porch.
Lanoxin, a heart medication. Somebody refilling that too often.
Washington Water Tower. She asked me several times during the conversation, now who are you again?
The woman I found that was actually living out back in her shed with the wood stove and was actually living with the chickens.
They'll hand you, $1,000 in cash, and they say, here, you just help yourself.
Locating the elderly who are most in need of help is only half the equation. Providing that help is the other, more complicated half. Spokane's Gatekeeper program is especially effective because it is part of the city's mental health division, giving it access to a wide range of services. At one stop, fuel delivery man Bo Carter had to help a woman write out her check and worried she might need more help. Later, he called her case into a special Gatekeeper hotline.
Elderly service. We just got the Banner Fuel referral.
Bo Carter's call brings a quick response. A social worker and a psychiatric nurse go to the home that afternoon. They are turned away, but say that is not unusual, and they will call again.
She can wait. There is time to develop a trusting relationship with her. Sooner or later, she will have to be seen by a doctor.
But on another call to a low-rent hotel, the caseworkers must take immediate action.
Did you fall in here? This is where you fell?
The man has been sitting on the bathroom floor for hours with a fractured hip. Even so, it takes all the team's powers of persuasion to get him to go to the hospital.
We'll go get it x-rayed together, and if it's fine, I'll bring you right back here.
Oh, well, I guess so.
That's a deal?
Persuasion, not coercion.
Where do you sleep at night, though?
In the case of Pamela, it took years for caseworkers to build up trust.
They take up a lot of room in that bed there.
Yeah, that's good that they do, though.
Pamela was referred to elderly services when she stopped paying her utility bills in 1983.
What's this down here?
That's for the extra ones that come here.
Although her dementia has worsened, the program's services have provided enough help so she can stay at home. Hot meals, medical checkups, a bill-paying service, and regular visits by caseworkers.
You take her out of the environment that she's secure in. You take her away from her children and the things that she cares for.
Her children being stuffed animals.
Her children being her stuffed animals. And she'll die.
Both the suicide rate among the elderly and nursing home admissions in Spokane have gone down since the program began in 1978.
What would you do if somebody told you you had to go live in a nursing home?
Oh, God, I'd run and leave and I'd disappear on the face of the earth.
The program, which is funded by state and federal tax dollars, is far less expensive than nursing home care. And in terms of human dignity, the savings may be immeasurable.
Baby, baby.
Judy Muller, ABC News, Spokane.
If you ask any elderly person what their biggest fear is, most will answer
being forced to live in a nursing home. Tonight, a special report on a Spokane program that allows elderly people to stay at home, maintain their dignity, and still get the care they need. Those who created and nurtured the Gatekeeper program say they've had calls from all over the country already from agencies who want to start a similar program. Those with the Spokane Community Health Center hope the Gatekeeper concept spreads because they've seen it pay off. Like the time a postal worker noticed an elderly woman hadn't picked up her mail for a few days. They moved in to help.
We heard someone yelling inside the house for help, and so we crawled in through a window and found a woman who had fallen and broken her hip, had been on the floor for about 3 days, which is other than nursing homes, I think elderly fear that also, something happening and they can't summon help.
The Gatekeeper program recently received the prestigious Ford Foundation Award, which incidentally comes with a $100,000 grant. That money was used to make videos and manuals for other cities who are wanting to start up their own Gatekeeper program.